talk about the car.
Well, in 1975, I was called by Jochen Neerpesch, who was the team manager for BMW, and he said, would I like to drive at Daytona with Ronnie Peterson? And I said, yes, of course, and already I'd done quite a lot of endurance racing. I've driven for Porsche and Ford GT40 with John Wyer and Ferrari with the 312 PB. But my thing at that time really was Formula 5000, the open-wheel single-seater in America, where I'd already won one of 3 championships that I'd finished up winning. And so when we came to Daytona in 1975, February, I had Ronnie Peterson, my co-driver, and he started the race, and unfortunately the car broke fairly early on. I never actually drove it at Daytona, but next was Sebring in March. And there, Jochen Neerpesch, the team manager, he got the drivers together before the race. I was driving with Alan Moffat, the Australian, because Ronnie Peterson wasn't allowed to drive by the FIA, because the Sebring 12-hour race at that time was not FIA sanctioned. It was just a race, being done. And so before the race, Neerpesch got us all together. He got Hans Stuck and Sam Posey in one car, and he said, Hans, I wish you to go out and break the Porsches. And Brian, he said, you take care and win the race. And that's what happened. And as a kind of an honour, I guess, Neerpesch said, Brian, would you like to do the last hour? And so I do the last hour. We have a good lead. But with about 20 minutes to go, I'd been turning off the headlights because the battery was going down. But going past the pits, I turned them on again because I didn't wish to be black flagged. And to my horror, with about 20 minutes to go in the race, I looked at the gauges as I went past the pits, and the rear axle temperature gauge was off the clock. And so I slowed right down, to as slow as I could go, and I watch the pits, and I see the time coming down every lap to the second car. But anyway, it kept going, and we won the race. So it was a great win for BMW, and for me, of course. And it helped, I think, to set BMW on a path to retail success, because they said that after the Sebring 12-hour win in 1975 and the Daytona 24-hour win in 76, that BMW retail sales tripled. So it was a thing that was worthwhile, and I think it was all started by Bob Lutz, a member of the board there, and he was the one that advised racing as a method of promotion for the street cars.